So this week in Black History, all the way back in 1863, I know you recognize that young lady, Harriet Tubman, but there's more to know about her. After the end of the Underground Railroad, Miss Tubman led members of the Union Army and they freed more than 700 slaves. Harriet Tubman became the first woman of any color to lead an armed military operation in the United States of America in what is known today as the Combahee Ferry Raid. A lot of people didn't know that about her, but she was the first woman of any color to lead a military action with the military in the United States of America. Last week we learned about the first woman to ever give a public speech to a large audience in America. It was a black woman. So that happened this week in Black History. This week in Black History, as of actually yesterday, 1921, 23 years ago, angry citizens attacked a prosperous black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and burned it to the ground. They even dropped bombs on those people from airplanes. During 2 days of rioting, that left up to 300 people dead in what is known today as the Black Wall Street Massacre. 800 plus people were hospitalized. 10,000 black folks became homeless that day. 191 businesses were destroyed, burned down. 1,256 houses owned by black people were burned down. A junior high school was burned down. Several churches were burned down. And there were no reparations to this day. There are only 2 survivors left. One is 102 years old, the other one's 110 years old. Wow. And they still holding on for not just an apology and a funky plaque, but some reparations. There's a basketball player for the Boston Celtics, Coach B, named Jaylen Brown. He'll be starting in the championship this year, playing guard for Boston Celtics. Some of y'all don't know, they put out a report this past week saying that he's not marketable. Even though he is one of the best basketball players in the world. But a lot of people don't know when he signed his max contract for, I think it was $175, $200 million. During the press conference, somebody asked him a question and said, Mr. Brown, now that you have generational wealth, what do you think you're going to do with it? He did not mention cars, he didn't mention mansions. He said, what I'd like to do is replicate Black Wall Street. And from that day, he's become non-marketable. A lot of people don't understand that boy is brilliant. He had offers, academic offers to many universities. Went down to Berkeley and played basketball. And he's still one of the best, but you don't see no commercials about him. Just want you to know that. Let me end on a high note. This week in Black History in 2014, Felicia Rashad becomes the first African-American actress to win a Tony Award for a leading role for an actress for her portrayal of Lena Younger in Lorraine Hansberry's landmark drama of Raisin in the Sun. Amen. Actual wonderful actress. Some of y'all know her as Claire Huxtable. Yeah. Do you know, as good as she was, she never got nominated for one Grammy Award. Emmy Award, that's right, Emmy. Never got even nominated. But she went to Broadway and turned it out. And she's over at Howard University doing the same. So let's give these folks a hand. And yourselves a hand.